Welcome everybody to our project tutorial today. Today we are going to be creating using our Forever Fern stamp set, and I'm also going to show you how to colour your own ribbon or how to customize your own ribbon. So let's get started. So the items that you're going to need here is a thick Whisper white card base. I have another piece of white cardstock that measures 5 5/8 by 3 7/8 of an inch. It's going to go on top there. I have a scrap piece of white. I have a piece of my True Love Designer Series paper. This is 2.5 inches by 5 7/8 of an inch. So it's just going to go across the top of this piece right here. I do have some gold glimmer paper here. Now this is retired, but you can always use in place some gold foil. I just like the glimmer and I already had some on hand, so I decided to use up my scraps that I had. And we are going to need our ribbon here. Now this comes in a pack. It comes in the Flowers for Every Season combo pack, and I just got the white piece here because I'm going to actually colour this and customise this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to colour our ribbon. So I'm going to put this aside. I'll show you how I did that. So I do have a little ramekin here full of water, and I'm going to colour this using Floaty Flamingo. So I'm going to add about 10 drops into my water. Now I didn't fill this up all the way either. This is probably only about a third full, so I'm just mixing it together. I don't want to get my fingers wet. And I've cut my piece of ribbon so I can just place that in there like that. Okay. I've got some water on my work surface. Let's just get that off. Okay, so once I've got all the colour of my ribbon done, I'm going to simply drag it out. I've just got this onto some paper towel to dry. Now this won't take long to dry depending on where you live. It's very hot here today. It's like 40 degrees, so this is not going to take long to dry at all. So I'm just going to leave that on my paper towel to dry. So I'm going to grab my scrap here and I'm going to stamp. We're going to be using the Forever Fern stamp set. So I've got this image here, and I'm also going to take this image right here, and I'm going to stamp the large one using my Melon Mumbo. Like so. We're going to cut it out so that little arrow doesn't matter. Then this piece here I'm going to stamp in Floaty Flamingo, but first what I want to do, because I don't want it at full strength, I am going to stamp off onto some scrap and then stamp it onto my piece here, so it's only half strength. So now it's time to die cut those out using the coordinating dies. So I'm going to run these through my die cutting machine and then we'll be back. Okay, here are my pieces now, so let's now assemble our card. I'm going to add my pattern paper piece to my white cardstock. Going to make sure it's up the top and make sure it matches with those corners, that top left and right corner. Now if I do have any overhang, which I do, I can always grab a pair of scissors and trim that off, or you can use your paper trimmer and trim that off, whichever works best for you. Now it's time to add my glimmer paper, and I'm going to add this using liquid adhesive. I just find liquid adhesive a lot easier for this type of product. So I'm using my grid paper here as a guide, so I make sure I get that all nice and straight. And then I can flip it over and trim off the excess. Like so. I'm going to stamp my greeting next, which comes from the exact same stamp set. I'm going to do this one in black, right at the bottom left hand side. Okay, now it's time to attach that to my card front, leaving equal borders around all 4 sides. Okay, let's place these. I'm going to place my dark colour at the front and then obviously my lighter in the back. And I'm going to add these with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Do the same with the other one. Like so. And then to finish that off, we're going to add our ribbon. So I'm going to turn this into a bow. Okay, and I'm going to attach this now to the front of my card using some glue dots. So just push on down the glue dot, and I'm going to put this over the edge of where those 2 stems meet, and then I can simply trim this down. And there's our project all finished. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to get more project tutorials, I encourage you to check out the Tutorial Weekly program, which is a PDF step-by-step project tutorial every single week in your inbox. You'll find the link below. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.